Okay, the October Solo Club letter, probably the biggest and maybe the best. Let me know in the comment section. Letter that we've gotten for TDUSC so far. Without further ado, let's take a look at what is in store for us here. Okay, so the October Solo Club letter, my friends. Now, first off, we have the booty shots. We have the 4 new cars arriving, taxi mode, poker, level 50 solo pass, KT engine update, car selling, economy. Bro, there is so much. Now in the letter, it goes over the stream recap, before and after map changes, construction sites, economy, vehicle fixes, live events, update 1, update 2, details, known issues in season 5, sounds, the October Solo Club community spotlight winner, and what's coming up next in terms of communication for TDUSC. So let's get this started. Now, season 5 is releasing today, with the maintenance starting in literally, by the time this video is out, maybe 1 hour, roughly around there. But season 5 will have a 5-month length, with season 6 releasing in March 2026. Now, before season 6 launches, we will have a larger communication on the next season release dates. And the content of each season has remained unchanged. So there's still ORC, there's still houses, there's still the detective missions. That's all still happening. But this change also means season 5 will get 2 updates. The longer period will help us focus on polishing and bug fixing areas, while update 2 will also go on optimization and a lot more details. That said, all of the seasons are still set to release in 2026, so it's not like Houses is going to be stopped in 2027. Everything is still releasing in 26, but they'll give us more details on the actual launch plan for each season early next year before the launch of season 6. There was a stream recap, so if you want to check that out, you can do so at these links. There are a lot of questions and answers, like will be expanding Ibiza. If you haven't seen, I covered that in my previous video. Pop up on the there we go, pop up on the screen right now for you guys to watch that if you haven't already. So I'm gonna skip through all of this because it's extremely long. Taxi missions. Now we kind of already went over this already, but tax missions, all you need to do is fulfill the needs of drivers to earn good rating. Obviously 5-star means you get the maximum amount of earnings, but once you reach 0, the mission ends and you cannot restart. You guys know how it goes. Client profiles, so there are 4 different profiles of clients, and fulfilling their specific needs will improve your rating. So obviously careless driving, accidents, stuff like that, not getting to the destination on time, all of that matters. And obeying traffic rules as well. Now, on top of that, some of them will want you to rush to your destination. Some will tell you to drive slow. Some will say obey the speed limit. Some will say don't. Some will say drive very carefully, I'm sick. Some will say obey traffic lights. Some won't. So honestly, it's pretty damn different between all of them. For season 5, there's also the questions that they'll ask, for example, opening the window, or for example saying, hey, what do you think about the city, stuff like that. Honestly, it's pretty in-depth and you guys have already seen a lot of gameplay of it, so I'm not going to bore you with more of this discussion. There's also gameplay at the link, so you can check that out. Poker is here, so there's 3 different poker rooms with 3 different buy-ins, and to unlock the higher tiers, all you have to do is win hands in poker, a similar feature to that of TDU2. As you guys can see, we have some final animation and UI here, and then we have some poker gameplay here as well. That said, there are some issues with poker, and we mentioned this in the stream, and we have a summary of them, and we have a workaround for one of them. So one of the most important ones I want to mention to you guys is the current total chips is not updated when leaving the poker table. It's only a visual issue, and the total updates correctly when buying more or reloading the game. So re-entering another poker table will not update the displayed amounts either. So to work around after leaving the table, just buy any amount of chips to have the correct amount refreshed, and you're good to go. And these that are mentioned here are supposed to be fixed for update 1. Okay, nice. Before and after map changes, this is cool. So season 5 improves a lot of Hong Kong Island on the southern area, and Quarry Bay actually had some of these improvements in S4P1, but it gets the final touches in season 5. But take a look at the before and after. It changes the map completely how it feels, and it's more accurate to the area. Like, this area is supposed to be a rich area, so buildings at the top here don't really make any sense. They fix it. I mean, there's even a pool there in the area there as well, so it's looking very nice. Same thing here. I've added some basketball courts, the correct buildings, the massive change in the prison area. As you can see, buildings completely change, and driving through here, you guys will see it's it's kind of eye-opening because you realize there's so much that's changed. It's like driving through a new place, and when you see the new engine changes as well in lighting and time cycle, I think you guys will enjoy it. Same thing here. This image was one of the ones that's already in the game, but it gets some final touches in Season 5. They added this in S4P1. Here's some more photos as well. As you guys can see, they added a park. Very nice. And then there's this video that has all of the changes displayed. You guys can see here a lot of changes made. Like, come on. It's a really good thing as well because it changes how the map feels when you drive around it. I mean, that's one of the issues with TDOCs, and people say that Ibiza was done a lot better than Hong Kong Island, and I think that's why we keep asking for, hey, we want more Ibiza, we want more Ibiza. But Hong Kong Island is a pretty damn good map nonetheless, and these improvements definitely take it in a very big and better step direction compared to before. Even driving around, I think one of the biggest changes you'll notice, like this, for example, changes this for sure, changes exactly how you drive around the map and explore. This is a crazy change as well for me. They did pretty well on that. I mentioned to you guys already, this is an S4P1. This one is Season 5 again. Roofs changed, the layout, it's looking really nice. And there are 3 areas. It's Aptly Chow, Stanley, and Quarry Bay. You guys will see these changes. And in the letter, we also have Stefan Cambier, who is the art director of TDOC. Really cool guy. He goes over some of the team's changes and what they're going to work on next. And honestly, it's the same thing. I'm really happy with the art direction that KT have gone in, not just on the map, but even houses in the ORC. I'm so excited for you guys to see how houses are. I think it's crazy how much they've done it. And this is what I mean. You open up the area, it makes it feel so much more alive. And yeah, honestly, shout off to KT here. You have lighting here behind, so it's a bit different when you drive by. Improved buildings here as well. And I'm not going to bore you guys. I'll let you guys watch the whole video later on when you have the chance. But that said, let's get back to the letter, my friends. So Stefan Cambier, he said, while a small team is dedicated to optimizing and developing the future content, another team is focused on improving specific areas of Hong Kong. These areas require additional attention to capture the mood of the real-world counterparts, as they currently lack key details. Our primary focus has been Aberdeen and Stanley, of course Quarry Bay as well, but I think that's kind of included in those names, is to work on the northern districts next. Now, I've kind of been teased a bit on what they've done, and it's crazy. I'm loving the work that they're doing so far, and huge shout out to Stefan Cambier and the whole KT team, not just in the art department, but vehicle, engine, etc. They're making some really good strides on the future of TDOC now. KT engine improvements. Here are some screenshots that you guys can see looking good on Ibiza. This is probably my best work for a picture ever. Honestly, if you saw how I took pictures before, it took me a while to get here, but I've abused this picture a lot, this location, but you can see the reflections way improved compared to before. Hong Kong Island pictures as well. This lighting time is crazy to see. I love this picture so much. Love the lighting reflecting how the paint, honestly, it's crazy how it looks compared to Season 4. You got the Viper with the wing showcased here, and there's a what do you call these again? Wreck, almost forgot. The Valor here as well. Construction sites, we kind of already went over this, so I'm not really gonna discuss it again. You guys will see more coming in future seasons. The economy, you guys know, big improvements. Race payouts for the crown jewel races, some of them total over 1 million now. It's based on your risk that matches the reward, and really excited to hear the feedback on it, because we aren't just going to release it and be done. If you guys feedback more, we'll look into it. From massive improvements and is actually not linear. I don't know how this is. Maybe it's because the letter was the patch notes didn't mention linear. It's not actually linear, so don't worry about this. I have to fix that. I can't believe I missed that, but my bad. They removed the max number of cash-ins per day, removed tricks max occurrences, which means you can drift forever and you'll still get from XP. They added reputation, influence, and solar pass XP on top of the solar coin rewards whenever you cash in from. Updated clean driving, tweaked timer for cashing in. So, as long as you don't crash, you can always cash in. There's no timer for that, which is really nice to see. Car selling is here as well. So there, finally, car selling is here. You can sell your cars in the Solar Hotel HQ or in the front desk of the Ibiza place as well. Both places work. I should probably mention that too, not just the Solar Hotel, the Celine HQ. Vehicle improvements, cruise control is here. So we kind of already went over this. A lot of bug fixes. I went over this in the video yesterday. So if you guys want to see all of that, you're free to. There's also gameplay of these fixes as well. Some things are coming in update 1 or update 2. The mirror correct headlight animation. The SRT Hellcat gets the 8-speed transmission. DeLorean interior dashboard speedometer sync. And unlocking the customization of special edition appearances in the workshop. Very nice to see. Live events, they've been massively overhauled. So you get a large sum of solar coins in addition to the cosmetic reward, with the actual amount dependent on what the reward is. So for example, the live event at the start of season 5 is Halloween themed, and you guys will see the amount of solar coins you get with the reward is pretty crazy different compared to what it was before. So very nice for that. The Alpine livery is a live event reward for one of the season 5 live events. Puma clothing as well is in one of the live events for season 5. Now update 1 will bring the online store and obviously more vehicles. So these are the online store vehicles. They're basically special edition, so variants, wild body kits of existing cars that are already in the game. You also find previous live event rewards, previous solar pass rewards, which I think I mentioned. Yep, vehicles and rewards as well. Rims, livery, paints, clothing, and more. And you also find sound improvements in update 1 with the Vantage GT3 and the P72, and you'll learn more about that in the sound section. Now update 2 is the most important one because it focuses on optimization and performance on all platforms. And here's what Neil said, the producer of TDUSC. So as we said in our last communication, a dedicated team is now working on resolving performance issues reported by our community. Because this is a huge task, we need to subdivide this objective into smaller various ones. The first one is to improve performance on both consoles. And that's what we have been doing recently. It doesn't mean that it doesn't impact the Steam version at all. It always indirectly does. It's just that they're focused on specific issues degrading the experience on consoles like FPS drops, races, etc. And they'll continue to do so for update 1 of the season. For update 2, they plan to have more global improvements, which can be appreciated by players of all platforms. They're already working on a few ones, but these take up more time to deploy as we need to update various components of the world while making sure no negative impacts are found. Rest assured, they'll continue to work on this topic for the following seasons and until we and our community are satisfied with the results. Well said by Niels there. Particular efforts, so this is the technical director, Fabian, speaking now. A particular effort is currently underway to optimize the game for update 2 and making the game experience smoother and more enjoyable. So for globally, season 5 saw the arrival of a heavily revamped rendering pipeline, which is just one step in an engine enhancement program. They're going to continue making improvements, particularly in performance. That is, this new pipeline allows them to do, and more efficiently using the CPU and GPU resources. Next, more specifically, they're working to identify and correct all the points causing in-game performance drops that cause harm on the game. So corrections can be either in the code or the data and needs to be reworked in depth. And this involves all specialties within the TDUSC team. So even vehicle artists, for example, the art departments, they all work together to optimize their areas of the game to create a better experience in TDUSC. And although this update is mainly focused on the game experience, frame rates, and erasing the frame rate drops, if they can add some nice enhancements to the KT engine on top of this, that improve the graphical and renderability further, they will look into doing so. So we'll see what happens. And similar to the launch of Season 5, we'll be showcasing gameplay of obviously the performance mode. We have to show performance mode gameplay of PS5 and Series X. I know we showed gameplay before, but I think we need to show more. But that's it. Some known issues as well for Season 5. Here are some workarounds as well. So we're using performance mode, which I think is majority of the player base on console. There's maybe you might have a crash while playing a race in graphics mode. Maybe you'll have terminating the game on side on graphics mode. So set performance mode. The poker one we've mentioned as well. And there are some other bug reports here that are well known. Taxi missions, when the passenger requests to use the window to be open or closed, only using a list will fulfill it. So we'll use a list to open your window and it will confirm. Some specific clan races as well. It mentions they have a racing line that goes outside of the road, so it leads to AI opponents to lose time in these races, and you can find that here. Next sounds. So in Season 5, the first updates, as I mentioned, this P72 and the GT3 will get an improvement on sound, and they'll improve the cockpit sound for the GT3. And the P72 will get a better start sound, and I think actual engine sound as well. Some other vehicles that they think they can work on next, and that has also been reported by the community, is the MP412C for sure, because it's a completely different sound. The Huracan Storato, the SRT Hellcat, SVJ for a Pista. And they can't commit to a specific date on when these will be fixed because they're currently working on the engine, the car sound mix. So basically the design of AI vehicles in the world, including your opponents, or the balancing of cockpit engine sounds in general. So audio mix is definitely a big project, and it should bring an overall improvement to the game sound. Last but not least, the Solar Club Solar Spotlight. What am I saying? Solar Spotlight. That kind of sounds pretty good. Solar Spotlight winner. Yo, I might have to say that. Anyways, so honorable mention to ISO with a beautiful picture here. Shout out to Powerful Oz for winning with this. Honestly, this picture is very well set up. Gotta give a hats off to them. You got Destroy GT with a really good picture, really nice livery of the Huracan Storato. And of course, last but not least, you have Ray with their LaFerrari parked by some yachts. And there's your how to enter. These are the next stuff coming up in terms of communication. And that's the letter, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you for the launch of Season 5. I'll probably boot up a stream showcasing Season 5 once it goes live. You guys already know what it is. I'm Alex7, and I'll see you guys in another video. I'm out, guys. Peace.